Hey there guys, it's Tina and I am back! And it is time for another Builder Palette video. You guys, I am so happy that you guys enjoyed the first video that I did for this. The feedback was incredible. It was so much fun for me to do that video, and to hear that you guys also enjoyed it, it made me so happy because it can be a new series on my channel and I'm excited to do them. So when you guys reciprocate, can I ask for anything better than that? So today we're doing another Builder palette and we are taking on the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 1 and 2 because we're doing both, okay? So Pat McGrath recently released a new Divine Rose palette. So it's Divine Rose 2. It's the sister palette to the original Divine Rose 1, which is a mothership palette. It's not called Divine Rose 1, it's just Divine Rose. But then you have number 2, so to differentiate, I'm calling it 1 and 2. You get what I'm saying, right? So this is a rose theme. So it has purple hues, rosy tones, but it also has like bronzes and golds, and I'm like, Now here's the thing, if you know me, then you know I'm not into rosy tones, I'm not into pinks, I'm not into mauves. Like, that is not my jam at all. And I'm looking at these palettes and I didn't pick them up. I don't want them. Like, the color stories are not for me. But I thought, maybe I can create a rose tone palette. Like, take the idea of both palettes, so we're not just doing a 10-pan palette, we're taking both of them, right? And create a color story that I would be interested in using, that I would be excited to use. And yeah, it was interesting to try to do this because it's gonna be a more wearable palette and it's gonna have more pinks and mauves in it. But yeah, I'm still excited with what I came up with because, you know, it's fun. It's fun to design and create these palettes and talk my way through them and kind of tell you guys what I'm thinking as I'm going through the shade selection. So if you enjoy these videos, you know, thumbs up and all that, leave your comments, let me know what you guys think. And if you picked up the Divine Rose 1 or 2, do you think this is a good palette that follows that theme? Let me know. And yeah, without much further ado, let's just go into the selection process, the swatches. I'll even give you combos, all that good stuff, because you know how we do. So yeah, let's jump into it. Alright guys, to start off this Builder palette, I am actually going to pull up the photos and the swatches of this palette from Temptalia. She has great swatches. So we're going to use those photos, those swatches, and I'm also going to look at photos of the palette and allow that to guide us as we're building this palette. So let's go ahead and take a look at those swatches right now. So here is a look at the palette itself, and I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. I see mainly muted rosy tones. There are two mattes, a burgundy and more of a peachy matte. We'll see from the swatches. And there's a multi-chrome shade as well. And of course she has her typical shimmery pale nude and 4 special shades. Let's also look at the Mothership 7, which is the Divine Rose palette, which is the original palette, which has more muted rosy tones. There are also some mauve shades in here, as well as a duochrome pink that shifts gold. So we're gonna look at that inspiration as well. So here are the photos from the Temptalia website. I will link her website below. It's a great resource. Her website is like the go-to museum for all things beauty. And if you wanna get great swatches, you head over there. But here are her swatches. And looking at the swatches, again, we have those two mattes. One's a deep burgundy, already have that covered. Then we have more of a peach, and then we have that bright pink. Of course, we have the multi-dimensional trichrome shade, and we have a couple of toppers. Not much going on here in this color story, so I think, like, all right, we have this down, right? And then looking at the original Divine Rose palette, number 7, we see this is more wearable tones, so we're going to use this as an inspiration as well. So there are repeat shades from the original 3 Mothership palettes, as well as her highlighter trio, and also an existing shade from the Midnight Sun palette, which is Mothership 6. So there are 4 shades that are repeats, so that's why I didn't pick this palette up. I'm like, why am I going to pick this palette up for 6 new shades, and I don't even feel moved by that color story anyway. But we're going to use this as inspiration as well. So again, we have the pinky mauves, we have an extreme mahogany, which I think is just a dark red and brown. Then we have these iridescent shades. So all right, should we do a 10 pan like her Mothership palettes, or should we do a 20? We're gonna see what we do, but let's just go ahead and start pulling shades. So I went ahead and grabbed my Marvelous Mauves palette from Dose of Colors. This is what the color story from Divine Rose reminds me of. So we have these matte shades here, which remind me of the shades in the Divine Rose palette. Like, look at this deep burgundy shade. Right? That looks very close to what we see in the new Divine Rose 2. And these pans, I do believe, are removable. Let's look at this light pink, right? I feel like this palette is definitely, you know what? I'm gonna just put it to the side and we're gonna use that as our inspo. I also have the Blushing Berries palette. So I like this red tone. Okay, I really like that tone. All right, so we're gonna pull these two to the side because I think those are great starter palettes, right? Then I'm gonna pull in my Clionadh shades. So that trichrome that was released, oh, we have that somewhere in my collection currently. And I'm feeling like this is the shade we could go for automatically. So the shade Smolder is a pinky green. I know from the swatches, people have been saying that the shade in the Pat McGrath palette is coming off as more of a green that shifts pink. So maybe we can use that shade instead, which you see more of the green than pink. I'm gonna choose between these two shades, I think. Kind of want to swatch some more of the, oh, look at that purple. Is there a purple in here? No. Do I want to go with the exact color story, or do I want to just dupe the vibes? Like, go with what I'm feeling from the palette. I'm gonna put that in the run-in too. JD Glow's Galaxy shadows are often compared to Pat McGrath, so let's dive into these two. So yeah, let's look at those shimmery shades. So I don't have too many of the JD Glow shadows. I do need to pick some more up. The one that's definitely jumping out at me is, ooh, it's like a pinky green, and that might coincide with the trichrome. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna pull that out. Then I'm gonna go with a rose gold. In this palette, we see like bronzy shades, but I don't really see a rose gold, which I feel like would have gone better with the theme than like the yellow gold that they're showing here. So I'm gonna grab this rose gold shade. I also picked up some new shadows from Give Me Glow. This one is also, ooh, yeah, like a pinky bronze. So I'm gonna take that one into consideration. And then I have some shadows from Looxi Beauty. And I feel like these, ooh, I really like this rose gold looking shade. That's, ooh, that's a definite one that we're gonna add in. Let's see this shade. Oh, I like that too. I like this one. And then we need some more purpley mauves too. We'll just do these two shades for now. And I think that's it. Let's look at Lethal, specifically their burgundy mattes. Let's see if there's anything here that jumps out. Do we want to have, let's pop that one out. A brown, like a red brown. That's a good one. Maybe that one too. So let's be done here. Do we want anything else from Give Me Glow? Here are some more of my shimmer shades. This one looks, oh, yes. Okay, that one is more, you know what? That one leans a little bit more goldy. Yeah, like a little bit more golden, but it has some pink to it. So I'll grab that. And let's see these, because we still need a light shimmer. Oh, that's nice too. Okay, there we have those. Here we have Adept Cosmetics. I don't know if we're gonna pull anything from this lineup, but let's swatch and see. All right, I think we have a Skin Show shade here. And then maybe even this matte one. Let's look at some more Give Me Glow. I feel like there should be a shimmery cranberry in here, but there's none, right? I'm gonna pull this one. I see this light pink. It's a good light pink, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like there should be a matte light pink in here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that one too. Alright, let's move it on. Let's check out Nabla. Oh, that may be our sheer topper, guys. No. How about Makeup Forever? Let's see. Maybe this one shade here. I think that's good. Let's check out Cosette. He has some pinks too. This one may be a good one of those special shades. I have Sydney Grace, which, I mean, we have all kinds of shades to choose from here. So we can probably get some of our mattes out of here. Blend in shades maybe. Let's see. Ooh, that peach, I think we have it. Some more Sydney Grace. Maybe we can find her pink now. Oh my god, yo, I want to include that pink. For real, it's so pretty. And they also have a trichrome, so let's see this one. Oh, that one's more purple. Skip it. We still need special shades though, and they have some really good ones. Alright, I could literally keep going, so I'm just gonna stop it right there. I gotta stop myself. Oh, look at this purple though. Hold up. One more, just one more. Oh yeah, okay, I like that one too. Alright, I'm done. Alright, let's pull in a couple more mattes because I want transition shades. Pat's palettes don't really have transition shades, but I want my palette to have transition shades and just shades for like a highlight that's gonna work for us, right? Alright, this is Give Me Glow, and here are some of their more colorful mattes. That's too red. Do I want to include like a bright, colorful one though? Just like spice it up a little bit, maybe? Alright, let me just grab that one. Overall, I think we have a good set of shades here. I think we're capturing the color story. I think we're good. So I'm gonna just clean up a bit, and then we're gonna come back and actually narrow it down to the shades that we want in our color story. Alright guys, are you ready to step into my lab? Because here we are. Here are all the shades. I sorted them by mattes, and then we have the shimmer shades over here, and I tried to group them kind of by color and intent, so like the special shades are at the top and then we have the lighter shades at the bottom. So let's dive in. Let's think about this color story and what's gonna make it workable, and then dwindle down and eliminate some of these colors. So I'm gonna go back to the color story, and we have this post from Trend Mood where she swatched both palettes up against each other so we could see the overall story. So I'm gonna kind of use this as my cheat sheet. I'm gonna go with what colors I see here and then develop our own color story, all right? So let's just go into it. So I think right out the gate we want to go with a pink, and I swatched only one pink and I was already sold, so I didn't need to go through and get any other pinks. Let's come on in. So I think this pink is just hands down the go-to. Like, look how beautiful that is. So that's our pink. Now let's look at the special shades. So we have these 3 shades from Clionadh Cosmetics, and they're all within the same family, right? We have the more pink-based multi-chrome that is definitely more pink, but then shifts that lime. And then from Pat's color story, she had more of a green that shifts pink, based on what everybody's feedback has been. So for me, okay, you can definitely see it at that angle. So this shade that I just swatched, it looks more green, but then it shifts pink. So if we're going for a true duplicate shade, I think this would have to be our shade. But then I also wanted to swatch this purpley. It's kind of a, I don't know, like I want this to be one of our special shades too. I know this is not a purple palette, but somehow I feel like that may play into the color story. So I'm gonna Put those two over on the side and then get rid of the strong pink one that reflects green. Now there's also this gold shade that's in the Divine Rose 2, and I don't see how it goes with this color story. Like, I wouldn't blend that in with the color story at all. I just don't see it for that shade, but I can understand using a goldish pink shade. So I have this shade here that I'm considering. So let's see how that swatches up against the other shades. Now this one is a pink that reflects a minty green. So I don't think that's gonna go. So I'm gonna just get rid of that one. Oh, I have this pinky peach one from Sydney Grace that might go. So that may be an option, right? I think that's really pretty. Let's see the other ones. This one, okay, those shades are very similar and I prefer the first one. So we get rid of that shade. And then let's see this duochrome, because this looks like a duochrome too. Oh, but that's more like a duochrome pink lavender. That may have its place though. We have a couple of those shades. So let's swatch all of them and see where it takes us. Oh, ooh, that's pretty. Do I want to go with more of the mauve theme or, oh my god, this is gonna be hard. I feel like, which one goes? I feel like there's a more mauve-y tone pink vibe to the color story versus, alright, so I feel like I want that to be a special shade. That's that deeper multi-dimensional color. I feel like that's a good special shade to have. But then what does it go with? I feel like it goes with this lavender pink shade versus the other shades. Like, this is too light. All right, so I'm gonna keep that shade and then get rid of these other lighter pinks. What do I think about this pink? What do you guys think? It looks too subdued, right? Against the others. Maybe we do need that mid-tone pink. Maybe we do. All right, hold on to that. Here's another duochrome. Ooh, oh, that's pretty, but this is like a deeper shade. So we have that deep shade versus this one. Okay, I'm getting rid of that one automatically. Let's see this other deep shade. I feel like I want that. I want these two. Let me have those as options. And then you have this duochrome one also that's a special looking shade. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, so this would be one of those topper shades. Should we keep a sheer topper? I'm gonna think about that one. So we have 3 we're thinking about. All right, I'm gonna take a break from that and go in with the Skin Show shades. And they're always lighter beiges or whites with a reflect. So I really like this shade. And then we have this shade as well, which looks a little bit deeper. Not really, it looks similar. Okay, so this one's more icy and then this one's more subdued. I feel like the more subdued one would fit in better though. What do you guys think? Like for an inner tear duct highlight? I'm asking you like you can respond to me right now, but I'm sure you guys are playing along, right? I feel like for her vibe, the more satin shade is gonna fit in. So I'm gonna do that and then get rid of that shade. So far we have these shades and then these are options right here. All right, there are more bronzy tones here as well. So I wanna do, I don't know, like I wanna do more of a rose gold versus like a serious bronzer, that yellow gold. So let's look at our options for like a rosy gold. I just feel like Divine Rose needed a rosy bronze versus a true bronze. One that's more pinky hued. And I didn't see that in this palette, you know? I saw more like a yellow gold and I'm like, that don't even go. Ooh, this one is nice. That's a rich rosy shade though, like a ooh, I feel like that needs to be in the palette. But where are other goldy shades? Let's see this one. Did I swatch that one yet? No. That looks interesting. Let's see this one here. Oh, okay. All right. I'm a little confused on what to do. I kind of like the rosiness of this one and then this more bronzy, like coppery shade. let's see this shimmer shade. Oh, that's a good one too. So I like, all right, I like that concept. I like that idea. Let's see this one. Ooh, that's a good one too. Ooh, all right, those two are good options. Let me get into this. I don't know if this one's gonna, this is, ooh, like a pinky clay though. Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to confuse me. I see what you're doing. I like that. I can get rid of, I like that one too. This one is, if I'm gonna keep this rosy one, I can probably get rid of this one. So let's get rid of that. And then I know this is like a deeper shade, but this is a duochrome too. Ooh, what? We can get rid of that. I'm good on that one. We're eliminating shades pretty quickly. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's see this guy. Ooh, that one is pretty, okay, that one is too, that one's too much, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. All right, let's clean this off and start again. Swatching the, ooh, okay, I really like this. Let me do smaller swatches. So I like this, that it's a rosy lavender shade, right? With a little shift. It's not like a serious shift, but it has like a tan shift to it. And then this one is definitely a rose gold. So it's a pinky bronzy shade. You see that? And then this one, see what, this one is more golden, right? But it's definitely this one is a rose gold for sure. Ooh, maybe, oh, on camera this one looks definitely more like a copper. That's interesting. I didn't expect them to look that different. Okay, let's see this guy. Oh, that one looks definitely more yellow. Oh, but when you swatch it, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is too yellow. And then let's see this one here. I like that one better, so we can get rid of that one. And then this pinky clay one keeps calling my name, like I'm so interested in it. Like I want to have that one in it because it's more of a neutral, right? I feel like I really want to keep that one. So I think, okay, we're gonna keep that one. And then we have these other shades. Do I want to keep the lavender? Maybe the lavender won't go with the palette. Do we want to keep it rosy? Are there lavenders? Yeah, there's like a purple in the palette. So maybe I do want to keep a purple. I kind of want to keep this. No, this is throwing everything off. It's too dark. What do we want to do? Do we want to do a dark purple? I'm thinking. I do want to keep a dark purple, but I feel like, I don't know. Let me swatch this one and see, cause I see dark purples in the palette and I want to keep one, but I don't know, maybe I picked the wrong dark purple shade. I'm gonna think about this, so I'm gonna put it as a maybe. I'm gonna keep that one, and I feel like I want to keep the lavender because it just mixes it up. And then for these, I still don't like that one. Okay, get rid of that one. I don't know if I like this topper shade though. It's very sheer, but I mean, she does these sheer shades, right? But does she have a sheer? I don't like it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't care. All right, these two. So this one, is this one the more copper one? Yeah, that one's the more, I don't like that one. So I'm gonna keep the true rose gold one. All right, I'm gonna keep that one. All right, so I think we have our shimmers, right? For now, we're gonna narrow it down some more, I hope. But for now, we have those. We can dive into the mattes now. Now the mattes, these are gonna be a little bit more than she has in her palette. Like she literally has 2 mattes in both palettes for a total of 4 over 20 shades. And I love mattes and I need more mattes, and I think they're more versatile than shimmer shades, so I'm gonna keep more mattes, and I'm gonna expand the mattes, right? So she has this peachy brown shade. She has this more gray tone, like mauve tone matte. She has the burgundy, and she has a red tone brown. So I think our shades could go with a peach based on what we've selected so far. So the peach tone that I picked out right out the gate, just automatically, this one just looked like exactly like what she has in the palette. So I'm gonna put that over here. That's the idea, but I feel like we need another medium tone that's not that shade. I don't know, that's just me, that's just my vibe. So I'm gonna swatch the medium tone browns and see, cause to me that, I don't know, like that to me goes more with the color story than that peach. Like that peach is too strong. Is that just me? I just really feel like that peach just doesn't do anything. And then this more pinky brown. See, these shades are going better than that peach for me. And I feel like these shades complement the selection better. So I'm gonna toss out her peach. I just don't like how that looks in the color story. But we have other mid-tone mattes here. So let's look at, ooh, see now? That's the kind of pinky tone I feel like goes with the palette, right? So I feel like that's a strong contender. Let's look at this dark shade because we haven't swatched the dark shades yet. So we have that dark plum. I like it, but I don't love it. I don't, we'll come back to that. What about this brown? Is that too brown though? That may be too brown. I feel like, yeah, that's a bit too brown. So we can get rid of that guy. Then we have, oh, this purpley shade. There's a burgundy, which that's a little bit lighter than the burgundy. We have lighter burgundy shades too, so we can swatch those. This is more, ooh, that's more red. That's a cranberry. So we're gonna get rid of that one because I don't think that goes with the theme. This one may be too cranberry too. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely too red, too cranberry. Then we have this plum shade. This is definitely a, ooh. See, this is where I wanted to do a fun pop of color. And it's purpley pink, like a fuchsia. All right, I'm gonna hold on to that one. And then I have these light pinks, which I feel like we should have a light pink. That's just my thought. I don't know what you guys think. And that light pink just sends me. I love it so much. Let me see this more pinky peach, because this is still like a pink, but it's a warm pink. And it looks very similar. It looks very similar to the other shade, but let's see what the skin tone shade looks like from the shimmers next to them. So, ooh, see? The Skin Show one goes more with the peachy tone than the pink. But then the pink, ooh! All right, let's hold on to those. Let's see this shade. Ooh, that's a good transition versus, let me see this one again. This mauve tone, right? Oh, yeah. I feel like this is a better transition. So I'm gonna get rid of the pinky tone. And then that pinky tone opens up, yeah, it opens up spots for other shades. So let's look at these berry tones again. Okay, I didn't swatch the other deep shades. Let's see this dark brown, because I want a dark, but this, yeah, that's too dark. Let's get rid of that. And then we have this eggplant shade. That's a good one too. Oh, I don't like that texture. That's terrible. Okay, so we have other mattes over here in these Dose of Colors palettes, which are really a great groundwork, I think. So this dark burgundy might be our dark shade because it has a purple. Yeah, like that is doing it. Let me see the dark burgundy in the other palette. Oh, that might even be better. Look at that, right? And then if we do that, should we get rid of this shade then? Let's see that shade. Yeah. Oh, okay. So see, these are two shades that are very similar. One's more burgundy, one's more cool tone gray. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this one and do the burgundy shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the burgundy shade from the Dose of Colors palette. All right, let's look at the mid-tones. So we have this, oh, this is too red. That's definitely too red. And then let's look at this. See, this is a good mid-tone shade too, right? But it's too close to that one. So let's do without that. And then let's look at this shade that we have. That is a lighter, ooh, okay. Looks too lavender. All right, so, and then the pink. Let me see the pink, this light pink. Our light pink is already doing it. And do we need this lighter? No, I think we're good. So the one shade from the Dose of Colors Mauve palette. And I think we can close this one too. All right, let's pull it in. Pull it in. All right, we did a lot better than I expected. We have 21 shades, so that's not bad considering, right? Like where we started. And I did say we are aiming for like between 10 and 20 shades overall, right? So do we narrow it down to 20 or do we try to go even lower than 20? Let's just swatch these out and then just see how it goes. So the first shade we have is I-520, which is Pinky Sand from Makeup Forever. And it's really a pinky sand. So it's like a beige shade with a pinky reflect. And I feel like this shade is gonna be perfect for the sand shade. So this one is ACS 31 from Adept Cosmetics. Now this one is, ooh, okay, so that one is more of a tan shade. That one's a little bit deeper. If you can see, it's just a hint deeper, and I kind of really like that one. But those shades are very close, so do we want to keep both of them? That's the question. I feel like I want to keep this one, right? Yeah, I feel like that goes a little bit better. So this one is on the chopping block. Then we have the special shades, and I feel like this one is definitely a keeper. This is from Clionadh Cosmetics. It's the shade Forge. And this one is that special shade, which is the green that reflects pink. Oh, you can see that right there, right? That's sexy. Okay, I think that's a definite keeper. But then let's swatch this other shade, which is more of a purpley pink. And this one is Gothic. I want to kind of keep both of these shades, but that might not necessarily work with the color story because that is too purple. It's not really pink. It's not going with the vibe. So that one is also on the chopping block. We have another special shade. This is Tattle Tale from Sydney Grace. This one is also like a multi-chrome, and I wanted to keep this as one of the special shades. That goes with the color story, and it can be used in nudie looks because it has that tan base. I'm gonna keep that one for sure. Well, for sure for now, right? The pink one that we're keeping is Forbidden Love from Sydney Grace as well. This one is such a sexy pink. Like, look, right? That goes with the pink in the palette, I think. So I'm gonna keep that one. That's our pop of bright pink color. Then we have more of the rosy tones. This one is Firecatcher from Sydney Grace. It's a nice shade, but it's not really like jumping out to me right now. And then we have Not You Next from Give Me Glow. This one is like a rosy, oh yeah, baby. Yeah, that one is definitely like a rosy, like a rosy bronze, would you say? I don't know, I call it like a metallic rose. So I want to keep that one over the Sydney Grace one. So the Sydney Grace is going to be on the chopping block. Then we have the peachy gold shades. So this is Golden Rose from Sydney Grace as well. Oh yeah, that I think is gorgeous, and that would be another one of our light shades, so I want to keep that one. Then we have Go For It from Sydney Grace as well. This one is more of a lavender, and I feel like we need that purple to balance out the pinks because we have a lot of pink going on here. And this, I think, will go good with this shade. What do you guys think? You see it? You see how it goes with that shade? Yeah, I think I want to keep that one. But then we also have this shade, which is Royal. This is from Looxi Beauty. And this one is also kind of a lavender shade. That doesn't pop as much. We're gonna just pass on that one. I'm not even gonna put it on the chopping block. We have another Looxi Beauty one. This is Coppa Feel. And this one is like a rosy gold as well. Yeah, I like that one as well. And I feel like that would balance out the palette. So, all right, we're gonna put that one up top. Then we wanted to keep a deeper shimmer. So this is Midnight Red from Sydney Grace. So there's that one. I kind of want to keep that one so we have a dark shimmer in the palette. What do you guys think? I'm asking you like you're gonna answer me, but you know what I'm saying, right? I feel like I want to have that one on deck too, so I'm gonna keep that one. So we so far have 3 on the chopping block out of the shimmers. And then we have the mattes left. So let's get rid of this, but let's see all the shimmers. So I'll show you the shimmers. All right, let's do the mattes. So we have these 2 really light mattes. First up is Nude Rose from Give Me Glow. This one is the peachy matte, right? But it has a rosy hint to it, so I really did like this one. Then we have Kitty, which is a pale pink. This one is definitely a pink, and do we want a pink versus a peach is the question. So I'm gonna swatch them and keep going and then see where we stand. Then we have this nude tan, which is more of a rosy shade. I think that one is a definite keeper because that's gonna be a transition shade. It's gonna help with blending out colors. I think we definitely need to keep this shade. So I'm gonna put that in the keep pile. We also have another brown shade. This is Treasure All, and this is from Sydney Grace. This one, oh, see? This one we kept for the peachy shade in the palette. So remember that peachy tan that Pat has? Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind as well. Then we have Trust, also from Sydney Grace. And this one is more, okay, all right. All right, so I think I can get rid of this shade because if I use these two together, I can mix it to get this shade. So let's get rid of that medium shade and keep that shade. All right, then the darker shades. We have Cherie shade from Nabla Cosmetics. And this one is a deep eggplant, which I really like, and it's so smooth. Then we have Wine O'Clock from Give Me Glow. This one is gonna be more red toned. So I think, yeah, we can probably get rid of that shade because it doesn't go anymore with the palette. Then the last one we have is from the Dose of Colors Mauve palette. And this one is gonna be our deepest shade. And I think that's a good one because it has that purpley undertone to it. All right, I think we're good. I don't know. Let me put them together and then see how I feel. Alright, so we've narrowed it down to 15 shades, which I think is a great compromise between the 10 and 20 mark. And we have these, well, not this one, but we have 3 maybes over here, but I think we can do without the maybes. I think we're pretty good here. So here's what I came up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and organize this in an empty palette so we can get a better view of the shades, the color story, and then we're gonna swatch them and see how we did. So bear with me. Alright, so here we have it. That's the layout. I shuffled things around just so it makes more sense to my eye. Now this palette is definitely a pinky rosy palette. It's not necessarily my favorite color story. Let's go ahead and swatch them. So here's our palette, the 15 shades that we chose. We have special shades, we have pops of color. This is a rosy theme palette, but we have a couple of purples in here. I like the, So I just showed you guys the swatches of these shades that I chose, and I am not happy with this at all. After swatching it all together, I'm like, I don't like this color story one bit. So I'm going to redo a few of the shades. So we're gonna pick out the shades that are definite keepers, with like the special shade here and the pink shade. So those are definite keepers. The dark shade, which we're gonna use for our deepening shade, is also a keeper. And I also wanna keep the dark shimmer shade. But the other shades I'm feeling a little bit skeptical about, so I'm gonna rework these a bit. So I pulled in a few new shades that are in my collection, and I did this off camera because I didn't want to make the video any longer than it needed to be. And I popped in a few more shades, more bronzy tones from Sydney Grace, and then I grabbed some of my shades from Give Me Glow. And I wanna mix these in and see how they work. This is a shade that I use for my grayscale build-up palette, and I feel like that could work in this color story. This is also one that I picked for the grayscale palette. That again, I feel like could work versus the pink shade here and then this lighter peach shade. I'm feeling like those two light shades don't need to be in the palette. And even this matte peachy shade, I know it's in the palette over here like the swatches, but I feel like I don't need that shade. So I'm gonna keep the tan shade because that's gonna be like a blending shade. And then I wanna keep this shade. I'm thinking that will go better. And then for the pink or the peach, pink or peach, which one should we go for? I'm gonna table that for a second, but the mattes, yeah, I feel like those mattes will work, right? Let's pull you out a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. I need a deep bronze as well because I feel like that's what's missing, because the palette just came off a little bit too light. There were too many light shades. So I pulled in some bronzes and I wanted to see, ooh, see, this one has a pinky tone to it, which I feel like that's gonna work well. And let's swatch the others. That one is like a gold, more golden bronze. This one here is more of a yellow bronze. This color too was very interesting. I feel like this might work because it reminds me of one of the shades in this palette. So this shade right here, I feel like it looks like that shade, right? And then this shade is our peachy bronze. This shade is a lighter peach. And then this shade here, I really like this shade. And I feel like I can do without this pinky nude. You know what I mean? Like this can be, yeah, I feel like this can be my skin show shade, right? And then the dark bronze I want to add to the mix. And then an in-between shade. So either this shade or this shade. Is this shade too warm? I feel like it's too warm, but let me put it up against the darker bronze. Yeah, see, it doesn't go because I want my shades to go together. All right, maybe, okay, wait. Maybe this shade, hold up. Let me swatch this peach and this peach. Okay, I don't want to do this pinky shade anymore. I want to do one of these instead. Let's swatch them again. So that shade is beautiful. Then this light shade. So we have those two options. Then we have this rose gold. Then we have this pink. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I need to include all these shades anymore. I kind of want to keep this shade though. That's very pretty and special. Let's see this again. That one, ooh. See, I like that one too. Should I just, you know what? I'm gonna put that over there and keep that special shade. I'm not gonna do this pink one. I don't think I love that one. So I'm gonna do this one instead. And I kind of want to do this too. And then for like a light shade, I don't even care. I don't want this one. I know that for sure. That one's out. This one's out. That one's out. I think the lavender can be out too, honestly. Yeah, that's gonna be out. This shade I feel should be out too. Let me see that again. Yeah, that's, I mean, I guess it's kind of an option. Let me see this, because this is like a crazy shade to have, right? Do we need that and the pink when we have the trichrome? Maybe we should just let the trichrome be the trichrome, right? All right, and then I don't want this pink one. All right, and then do I want this matte? I felt like we needed that shade there. So I'm gonna include that one, but then do I want to keep any of these light mattes anymore? Do I need to keep it? And if I'm gonna keep it, which one? Do I keep the pink or the peach? I feel like I would keep the peach, right? So those are the shades we have that we're keeping, and then we're getting rid of these shades. Let me see how that works again. All right, this time around we have 14 shades instead of 15. Do we want to add in one more just to balance it out to 15? Let me look at the shades and see which one I would want to include. So here we have 4 of the shades that we can include that I'm considering, right? So we have this bronze, and that's pretty. This bronze, which is more golden. Then the lavender shade, which we had in mind, and then the pinky gold shade. I'm feeling like it's gonna be this shade if we include another shade. right? Yeah, I'm feeling like we should include that more golden shade to go with the theme of the Pat palette, because she does have a yellow gold. So if we go with more of a golden bronze, that might play in well. So let's grab that one. All right, so here's our new palette. I think this one is giving me better vibes, guys. I needed to mix in some of those deeper bronzy shades because the shades that I chose before were just too light. Y'all saw it, right? It was just off. Something was off. And sometimes you just have to go back to the drawing board. And I didn't start completely over, but I think the shades that we added in made it a lot better. So let's go ahead and swatch these shades. So the first shade up is Modesty from Sydney Grace. This is kind of like a peachy light rose gold. I really love that shade. That's gonna be one of our light shimmer shades. Then we have Hot Stuff. This is one of the new shades that we added in. This one is an interesting shade, and I want to show you guys the shade up close. Well, you can already tell, right? You see that reddish undertone to it. Do you see that rosy brown undertone with that champagne gold, and it has a hint of mint to it? Don't you love that? I think it's gonna flow well with all the other shades because we have that special shade with the green in it. Then we have our dark bronzy shade. This is Chocolate, also from Sydney Grace. And this is a shimmery dark brown bronze. And then we have the Dose of Colors dark matte shade. It's like a darkened blackberry brown. That's gonna be our deepening shade, and I love that. That's gonna be our substitute for extreme burgundy in the Pat McGrath palette. Then we have Tattle Tale, which is an interesting shade that I wanted to keep because if you look at it, it also has that rosy brown undertone, but then it has a hint of turquoise, which I think is really gorgeous. Then in the second row, we have Coppa Feel from Looxi Beauty. This is gonna be like a coppery, rosy tan shade. I love that shade. And of course, the special shade, which is Forge from Clionadh Cosmetics. That's the green with the rosy tint. That's our special shade. Then we have the pink shade, which is Forbidden Love, also from Sydney Grace. And then we have Midnight Red from Sydney Grace again. And these shades, gorgeous, right? I'm loving these tones. Look at those two special shades, look at the pink, and then look how all the other tones kind of just go with it. Y'all see what I'm saying, right? This is definitely giving me a better vibe now. Then we have our blended matte. This is from the Berry Glam Quad from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is just like a rosy medium tone tan shade. Then we have Nude Rose, also from Give Me Glow. And this is gonna be our lighter matte shade. It's more of a peachy beige shade. Here is another shimmer shade. This is Divine from Sydney Grace. And this is one of the new ones that we added in. To me, this is a special tan shade. It has a hint of purple to it, makes it gorgeous. And then another new shade is Gossip Girl from Give Me Glow. This is our dark, dusty purple. Do you see like a quad happening right here alone? Like you could do a look with those 4 shades alone. And then rounding out the palette, we have the shade Cherie Shape from Nabla Cosmetics. And this one is more of a deep berry tone. So it's more of a red base shade. And then we have Amber, which is another new shade. This is from Sydney Grace, and that's gonna give us our golden bronze. Y'all don't mind this. I had to get my blood drawn today, so that's what that is. I took my band-aid off, all right? So I could sacrifice for this video, but oh my God. All right, guys, now look at our final shade selection. Look at these swatches. I am so happy with this selection now. I'm much happier than I was with the other selection. When I looked at that previous selection, I just wasn't inspired. I didn't feel the vibe. I was like, I don't want to use this. And then I was like, all right, Tina, you got to mix it up. You got to redo some of these shades. And now I am, oh my God, I am so inspired by these shades. I would definitely buy this palette. I'm so happy with everything that I picked out. And I'm already seeing how these shades work together. You have these special shades that I think balance out the palette and give it a Pat McGrath vibe, because she does special shades, right? You need to mix it up with special shades. So we have the trichrome, we have the pink, we have this multi-chrome, we have another dual chrome. Come on, like, what? Tell me y'all ain't feeling this vibe. Come on, you already know. So we have our blending shade, we have a highlight shade, we have deepening shades, right? We have bronzy tones, we have smoky shades, we have lighter shades, we have pops of color. I'm just so happy. Now I'm excited about showing you guys combinations with these shades. Now for the combinations, I really am going to show you the quads as I swatch them on my arm, because I think these 4 shades go together really, really well. And then you can even use this shade as a topper over one of these shades if you choose to. But I think these 4 shades in a quad, gorgeous, just breathtaking. And then if you use these 4 in a quad as well, they just work together. And then you keep going and these 4 also work together. So right here we have 6 shades that just work together. We have a deepening matte shade, we have a bronzy shade, we have a special shade, and we have some other shades that you can incorporate in any look. So I think these 6 shades just work together beautifully. And then we have these final 4 shades that also, I believe, work together well. So you can have this on the inner lid, this on the outer lid, this in the crease, and this on the lower lash line. Those just work really well together. These 2 shades you're gonna use as a highlight shade and a blending shade. You can use this all over the lid as well in like a really light look. But then look at these 4 shades together. Those work well, right? And then incorporate the matte for a deepening look, right? Those work together. So even just the swatches of these shades already is showing you combinations that you can incorporate in your look. But I'm sure you're like, all right, Tina, that's cute, but can you show us combinations with the special shades like the pink and the trichrome shade? So let's go ahead and do that. So this special shade is gonna be the anchoring shade, or the shade we're gonna build our look around. So we already know it has that rosy feel to it. It also has that green. To balance that out, let's go in with the deepening shade, which is the matte dark shade from the Dose of Colors palette. You're gonna use that on the outer V. Let's go in with the shade Divine next to that. So you're gonna put that on the inner lid, inner tear duct, then put this on the rest of the lid, and then deepen it up with that darker shade. And that's just gonna give you a very subtle look, right? But then maybe you wanna do a smoky look. So you grab Chocolate, which is the deep brown shimmer shade. It's still a satin, so it's not too deep, right? So you put that all over the lid. Then you grab the special shade, tap it right in the middle, right? Nice, blend out the edges. Perfect, simple, all over smoky eye. And you can still deepen it up with the matte shade as well. Do you see how that's just gonna work? So this is your eye, okay? This is not a good example of your eye, but this is your eye, okay? And this is just gonna be your accent shade. So you can incorporate the special shade that way as well. But what if you're like, Tina, I wanna put the pink all over the lid because it's gorgeous. All right, put it all over the lid, no problem. Then go ahead and grab Midnight Red, which is the dark, smokier purple from Sydney Grace. So that's Forbidden Love and that's Midnight Red. Blend those 2 together. So you have this on the lid, this in the outer V. Then go in with Nude Rose on the inner lid, inner tear duct, right? Just to calm everything down. We have the pink, and that's gonna give you a pinky purple look. Then pop the dark matte shade on the lower lash line. You don't need to deepen it up anymore because you have your deep purple there. That's on the lower lash line. Or you can use that dark purple on the lower lash line. And how about this look? Grab Divine from Sydney Grace, which is that multi-chrome one. Remember that one that has a little shift of like a gold with a lavender? Then grab Tattle Tale, also from Sydney Grace. That's gonna play off the purple hue in that shade, right? And that's a special shade, it's really pretty. Then grab Midnight Red again and deepen up the outer V. Look at that, right? That's pretty all on its own. Now how about Hot Stuff from Sydney Grace? This one has a little bit of that teal reflect instead and the red brown base. Grab your special shade and mix that in, and you'll see in the green and the pink right there just looking gorgeous. And grab Midnight Red again. Look how Midnight Red just works in with that. Inner lid, on the rest of the lid, and outer V. You have a special shade in here, you mixed it in, and you're playing off the rosy tone, but then you're also playing off the green because this shade has a little bit of turquoise to it. Right? Yes! I am so excited to try this palette out on the eyes. If you want to see looks, then let me know and I can definitely incorporate it in another video. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'm so happy I decided to go and give it another shot because I was so turned off by the other palette and I'm like, no, you have to give it another go. Don't give up. And I'm so glad I didn't give up. I tried again and I came out with a masterpiece. At least that's what I think. What do you guys think? Guys, so what do you think? What do you think? Did I do okay? Like, I feel like I did okay. Like, I'm happy with it, but what do you guys think? And I'm thinking about doing looks with these palettes that I create. I'll create multiple eye looks and then you guys can see like the shades that you might be interested in picking up yourself. Just let me know what you think about that. I will leave a poll. You know what? Let's leave a poll. Should I do eye looks with these palettes that I create? So there'll be a companion video to these build a palette videos. Let me know. I'm also going to leave all the products, not the products, but all the shades listed down below because I was asked to do that in the last video. So I will do that in this video as well so you can pick them up at your leisure if you're interested in checking them out. And if there are any other palettes or themes that you want me to put my own spin on, let me know because I am open to ideas. I've just been pumping out these ideas because I've been feeling inspired, okay? But I do welcome your suggestions as well, so leave them down below in the comments. And if you like the video, again, thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, notifications bell, or something like that. Whatever you do, just keep coming back because I love having you here. And I appreciate all the support. So stay safe, guys. I love you. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.